Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is your host with the most, Avery LR32 here, bringing you guys a discussion video on none other than Relay Soul. That's right, the amazingly pretty broken trap card in my opinion from Dragons of Legend. So why am I wanting to discuss this? Because it's actually a lot more OP than people give it credit for. Yes, in certain situations it is, but regardless, those situations could possibly happen quite often. So let's get into it. If you guys watched my whole discussion video on Dragons of Legend, the whole spoiler list came out and all that, then you guys will already know that I already said that I'm so excited that Relay Soul is coming out and that this is like my favorite set in like a long time, like one of my most favorite sets of all time, like in a while. Like I haven't been this excited for a set since probably Shining Darkness, I would say. Like it's been that long that I've really been like super stoked for a set. So in case you guys don't remember what Relay Soul does, or if you just haven't heard of it, or if you've been living under a rock, I don't know, maybe you like to live under a rock like Patrick Star, I don't know. But you special summon one monster from your hand, and as long as you control that face-up monster, you take no damage. If that monster leaves the field, I repeat, if that monster leaves the field, your opponent wins the duel. So I got to thinking, well, what if you exceed with the card? And sure enough, I was looking over at the Exceeds material rulings just to clarify this, and it says right here, and I quote, Exceeds materials are essential to Exceeds monster in most cases. Okay, wrong thing to quote. Here we go. And I quote, Exceeds materials are not treated as being on the field. So that's one thing. Now the other thing is that when an Exceeds material is detached, any leave the field effects it may have are not activated since they are not treated as being on the field. So, if, let's say for example, I'm running Dark World, this is the example that I was thinking about earlier, and let's say I have two Graphas on board and I'm going against a random Chainburn dot deck, you know, because people like to run that trash. And I go attack with one of my Graphas because I have two on board. My opponent goes Dimension Wall. I chain Relay Soul, special summon my third Grapha from my hand, so now I'm not taking any damage. And if already the 9000 doesn't beat them, or if they have a like a Battle Fader or whatever, then I can just go, okay, exceed into something like, oh, I don't know, Destiny Leo. In case you don't remember what that does, then it says, actually, I'll just pull it up. Okay, guys, I'm back. So the card that I'm talking about is Gimmick Puppet of Leo. So once per turn, if you have no cards in your spell and trap card zone, you can detach an Exceeds material from this card, and if you do place one Destiny counter on this card, you cannot conduct your battle phase turn you activate this effect. When 3 Destiny counters are on the field, you win the duel. So what I'm saying that with Relay Soul is that whenever you exceed someone with the monster, they never leave the field. So you could summon the monster, and then for the remainder of that turn, you don't take any damage. So if let's say you're about to lose to Chainburn or something, and you don't have any monsters, you can just go, okay, chain Relay Soul, like obviously at the end of their chain, or also just going to chain something else, and then it'll resolve backwards, and you'll lose anyway. At the end of their chain, or when you think that they're done with their chain, Relay Soul, get out a monster, Relay Soul resolves, their card resolves, you take no burn damage. That's really, really, really good. And what I'm saying here is that with Destiny Leo, is that, you know, if in this case, in this example, the burn player is top decking and not really getting a lot of good cards, then you could possibly get Gimmick Puppet of Leo off and then detach all 3 of your Graphas, and you would never lose the duel because it's never leaving the field. You're just exceeding with it. So I don't know, I just found that to be really interesting. And like, you know, besides that, like there's just, like I said, I don't think people are really giving it enough credit. Like, it's good, but I think people are just more kind of complaining and not really seeing the true potential behind this card. Like, first of all, you get a free special summon from your hand. So, already right there, that's really good. Like, you get a free protection. And if it's something like, say, Spirit Reaper that can't be destroyed by battle, you have to pop it with a card effect, then already that monster isn't going to be leaving the field anytime soon unless they use something like Book of Moon or Dark Hole or what have you. So already I can see this being used in decks, possibly like Lockdown Exodia, because you can just go Relay Soul, play like a random protector, like say Spirit Reaper or something from your hand, or just anything like that. Definitely Exceed heavy decks are going to be using this because the monster never leaves the field, so you just get a free special summon. So, like I said, that there's endless possibilities for this card, and I think it has a lot of potential. I think people are just kind of overlooking it because, you know, if it leaves the field, then your opponent wins a duel. But no, like, yes, it has to stay face up on the field for you to take no damage. But like I said with the Grapha example, you know, and also like the way I see it is that, like, especially if you're going to get something like Chainburn, you just activate it, play a prime material, and then just let that be the only monster on your board and just keep on attacking, attacking, attacking. Or even just like activate Relay Soul, summon a Grapha or some beater, leave that as the only monster on your board since they might have Lava Golem because they don't really run a Volcanic Queen, and just keep on attacking, attacking, attacking with no fear. Because the only way they're going to be able to stop your attacks is with Battle Fader and Swift Scarecrow. So, yeah, and then they have to somehow get your monster off the field, which they're obviously not going to. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this discussion video. Let me know about what you guys think about Relay Soul in the comments below, because like I said, I love the card a lot. Like, I want a binder full of these. Like, I want like a binder full of Eye of Timaeus. I want a binder full of Amulet Dragons. I want like, and I'm not talking about like a whole like binder, I'm talking about like a whole page. Like a page of Timaeuses, a page of Amulet Dragons. Like, I want a play set of every card in this set. Like, that's how much I'm excited for this set. So again, thank you guys for watching. Let me know about what you think of Relay Soul in the comments. Like I said, it has a lot of potential. The fact that you take no damage of any kind as long as it's face up on the board is just amazing. And it has to leave the field before your opponent to win. That's cute. Exceed. Woo!